Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. It looks like not only are the unemployment numbers wrong, yes, you heard that right. Not only are the unemployment numbers wrong, many of the unemployed are being underpaid. So much so that they're living below the poverty line. I did do a video yesterday where I analyzed a detailed report that was released by a government watchdog called the Government Accountability Office. So what this watchdog does is it's essentially an organization that submits reports to Congress, meaning to House and the Senate, so that our representatives can take a look at that data and hopefully make decisions that can help us as citizens. Well, I did cover the rise in permanent unemployment, which is a shocking trend. I also covered the fact that the actual unemployment benefits specifically for the PUA program, for self-employed workers, for part-time workers, for gig workers was so low that individuals were living below the poverty limit, meaning getting less than $245 a week. Just mind-blowing when you think about it. I talked about states that were in debt. Over 20 states have no money to pay unemployment benefits, which is why they are borrowing money from the federal government. $42 billion has been borrowed from the federal government. $16 billion out of that $42 billion went to one state, went to the state of California, which has the biggest unemployment problem, the biggest crisis in the whole country. In fact, there were some projections that because of the PUA fraud, California was expected to lose $1 billion. Yeah, there were actually inmates, prisoners, who are actually getting unemployment benefits because they were committing identity fraud, identity theft, and trying to get unemployment benefit checks and prepaid debit cards. Just unbelievable what's going on right now. But let's jump into the report that we have for today. You'll see this article on your screen from CNBC that reads, weekly jobless claim counts are inaccurate and the unemployed are being underpaid according to the watchdog. So the Labor Department has been submitting inaccurate counts of weekly unemployment claims. Can you believe it? According to the Government Accountability Office, which is the watchdog, backlogs in filings, because there have been a lot of backlogs in filings, have resulted in undercounts. In other words, because there's a backlog, the actual count, although it may look like, let's say it's 8 million, it's actually more than 8 million because of the backlog in filing. 10 million people filed, but only 8 million were processed. Guess what? The number is going to show 8 million. Therefore, a backlog in filings have resulted in undercounts, and on the other hand, repeated counting of filers has resulted in overcounts. So let's say there were X number of filers. Sometimes there were occasions where the filers were processed more than once. Therefore, there was an overcounting of the filers. So it's just unbelievable what's going on. The GAO, the Government Accountability Office, actually warned about the looming expiration of several benefits. I'm talking about the PUA program, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, which was set up for self-employed workers, gig workers, part-time workers. This is scheduled to expire at the end of the year, pending any further legislation from Congress for extension. The GAO did warn that this would send many households below the poverty line. Just incredible when you think about what's at stake here based on the data that's been provided by the GAO. So here's what the GAO said. They said that mistakes have occurred in both directions, both overcounting as well as undercounting. So what they said is that recipients were sometimes undercounted and at times they were overcounted due to multiple individual filings. So let's say you have one individual who files different times for different weeks. What happens is the office actually considers that as multiple filings of different individuals. So when they report the data to the Bureau of Labor, the data is incorrect. It's overcounted in some cases. And there were issues specifically in certain states like California and Arizona. There have been a lot of problems in states like California, Arizona, and also to a large extent Florida because of the bare bones unemployment benefit system, unfortunately, in Florida. By the way, if you're new to our channel, definitely check out the Unemployment Benefits Crash Course on our channel. It's a playlist, it's a sequence of videos, it's a series of videos that gives you pretty much all the information you need to know on unemployment benefits. It's probably the most comprehensive resource of its kind on the internet. I've personally put a lot of effort into it in order to be able to give you essentially a one-stop shop on everything you need to know as far as unemployment benefits are concerned. And if you have further questions beyond that, you can get in touch with your state office or talk to an unemployment attorney. But I think that should give you a very, very, very strong starting point and answer most of your questions. Now, keep in mind, states have also been underpaying unemployed workers who were, who had lost their jobs, unemployed workers. I'm talking about specifically self-employed workers, part-time workers, gig workers. Keep in mind that instead of providing insurance benefits, unemployment benefits based on the previous pay, states are paying out just the minimum level required according to reporting by CNBC. This has resulted in significant economic hardship because a lot of these programs, I've mentioned the PUA program, I've mentioned the PEUC program, a lot of the programs are actually scheduled to run out at the end of the year. And here's what the GAO pointed out. They said a major issue in the weekly reporting claims has been with the case backlogs, resulting in counts that are too low, meaning the actual unemployment numbers we are getting are lower than the numbers we're getting from the Bureau of Labor, are lower than the real numbers because of the case backlogs, because those cases have not actually been processed. Sometimes people are counted repeatedly because they are filing multiple claims. So that is also happening. This is a quote from the GAO. DOL, meaning the Department of Labor, has continued to collect and report claims data in the ways it has historically, which provides some valuable information about the volume of claims submitted. This is the important part now. However, because of the atypical unemployment environment during the pandemic, the use of these traditional methods has resulted in the inaccurate reporting of information about the number of individuals receiving benefits. Basically saying that, hey, the numbers you're giving us are actually incorrect. And so what the GAO has recommended is that the Department of Labor should add an addendum or should add a note in its weekly release of unemployment data that, and I quote, in the current unemployment environment, the numbers it reports for weeks of unemployment claimed do not accurately estimate the number of unique individuals claiming benefits. That is what the GAO suggested. And guess what? The Department of Labor agreed with that recommendation. So the Department of Labor, which is actually giving us all the unemployment data, which by the way, is used by all the politicians. It's used by the president to say our economy is improving. It's used by the Republicans to say, hey, we don't need more stimulus. And it's used across the country. Basically, the Department of Labor saying, yep, you're right, some of the numbers are wrong. So the department did say that they partially agreed to a recommendation to use state level data to more accurately represent the exact amount of individuals collecting. That's where things stand right now, everybody. The fact is, unemployment numbers are wrong, and it's clear that the unemployed, specifically gig workers, specifically those on the PUA program, are being paid at an amount that puts them below the poverty threshold, below $245 a week. I have, like I said, done a more detailed video about this. I did that earlier today where I talked about the report from the GAO, which actually not only highlighted that individuals are being paid below the poverty line, it highlighted the problem with long-term unemployment, permanent unemployment in our country, and more than 20 states across the country that unfortunately are now borrowing money from the federal government to pay unemployment benefits. Definitely check that out. We'll provide you with a link to all of our resources, including the report from the GAO, in the description section below. Please comment below and let us know what you think of this data. Let us know what you think. I'm looking forward to interacting with you. What an incredible day. What an incredible news cycle. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. If you learn something new from this video, please consider clicking the like button. Please share this video with friends and family. Please ignite that subscribe button and ignite that notification button, because the name of our channel is Ignition Time. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. Get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000, and then you'll get added to SMS alerts list going forward. If you want, you can also get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you can get added to our email list. You can opt out of the SMS list or the email list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So please make sure to follow us on Instagram. You can also, if you want, follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Follow us on Twitter to get breaking news and alerts from us on Twitter. Now, sometimes YouTube does not always send out notifications on time. That happens with technology. We're living in an age of technology. All you have to do is simply bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. And then you can visit the homepage of our channel and watch our videos at any point in time that you want. I think you'll find that extremely beneficial. As always, if you learn something new from this video, please consider sharing this video with friends and family so that we can help grow our community. Also, keep in mind that you can always comment below and participate in our growing community. Our community is growing. We are bipartisan, we are respectful, we are intelligent, and you'll make some new friends in our community. Keep in mind, for us in our community, it's not about the red or the blue, it's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm American. So for us, it's about putting the country first and not really getting into arguments about whether you're pro-Trump or anti-Trump, pro-Biden or anti-Biden. Keep in mind that on this channel, I'll report the truth. I'll report the truth as it emerges. And, I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not anti-Trump. I'm not pro-Biden. I'm not anti-Biden. I will report the news as it comes out. And so that is what you're going to get on this channel. You're not going to get any false hope. You're not going to get any hype. You're not going to get some clickbait like, stimulus check approved when there's nothing approved. And this channel is more than a stimulus channel. This channel is about matters that are important to the economy and matters that are important to your money. So again, this channel is about country, economy, and money. Once again, if you learn something new from this video, please consider sharing this video with friends and family. You will always find a link to all of our resources in the description section below. So definitely check out our description section. One last time, please click the like button, please subscribe, please enable notifications. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.